Well, hello there. Welcome to another YouTube stream. It's Wednesday again. And you know what we're going to do? First things first, we're going to warm up our chess skills with, let's do 10 puzzles today. Then we're going to play two 10-minute zero increment rapid chess games. And at the end, we're going to analyze one or both of our games to see how we can do better going forward. Join me as we improve our chess skills together and have a good time. All right, let's start it off here. First puzzle is already on the board. This is a white to move puzzle, level 1529, ELO. Let's see what we can do here. Black king is right over here. We have the rook cutting off things here. There, we have a check here, and then we have mate right here, or actually we don't have mate there. If we come in here, we can trade off and win a rook. Oh, and they elect not to go for that. Now, is the best move here to trade queens? Of course not. It's to win the rook. Alrighty, let's go over to the next puzzle. So this one is white to move once again. Let's see what makes the most sense in this position. Black king's right here. We have a check here, or we have this move, captures, and then that doesn't really do anything. Ha ha ha. This guy here doesn't have a good check. This guy here could come here for another attacker, but he could come in later as well, right? Takes, captures this way, and then captures. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Can we get this defender out of here somehow? Let's try. I feel. Oh no, that's not a forcing line though. That's not how puzzles go. We also have this guy here, right? So we could trade you. I can't trade him because he's covering him. This is a tricky puzzle, in my estimation. How about just captures this way? The only real capture is this. Then we drop in here, but we end up trading. I think it's a queen sack. My gut is telling me it's a queen sack. No, it's not. All right, let's. We need a hint for our first move here. Unfortunately, it actually is with the knight. So it is the knight here, after all. And then this piece is defended twice. This piece is defended once. I need another hint here, unfortunately. It is a move with the queen. No, it is not that. Huh, is it queen captures? Yes, apparently. At the end of all this, so we just win the exchange. A bit too complicated for me. We're warming up though. Let's keep it going. Next puzzle, this one is black to move. White king's right here. We have a little bit of pressure here. We have this move, so if we check here, or not check here, just capture there. We're not threatening anything in particular. Check here, captures, could be an idea. This check is also an idea. This check forces the king here, and then everything else comes with checks. I feel like that's it, yes. Check here, takes, and then we obviously have this check here to mate the king. Let's go to the next puzzle. This one's black to move. White king's right here. We have this check to begin with. Just makes total sense. And then we can capture here, but that doesn't on its own seem like a good move. Do we have other checkaroonies here? No, we can capture this pawn. Let's do it. And now we capture here with check. And then we can double back to prevent this rook from coming in. Let's do another one. Black to move here. There's a free piece here. Why not take that? Then we can come in here and take that. Now if we taking here doesn't seem like an option. We have here though because the piece is pinned. And finally we have this, I'd say. Boom, there we go. Now how do we finish off this position in style? Is it just this? Yes, it is. Let's do one last puzzle. This one's white to move. White to move. Black king's right here. Check here to win a piece. You take back and I take back. And we end up a knight at the end of this line. Now, so the question here is, how do you stop this pawn? Or do we just move ours, right? So take, da, da, you come in here and we queen. I think that's the move. Now finally, I think it's a queen as well, of course. Yes, queen. And we're up a knight at the end of that. All right, cool. Now, guys, let's get into the action. Let's play a nice 10-minute rated game online. And you know what that means. It means we're getting my 2014 MacBook huffing and puffing to get to our chess database here. We're also going to bring in a little privacy, 21st century privacy filter here for our opponents. We're going to go 10 minutes. We're going to hit play. And this time I got to watch the chat to make sure. Oh, there we go. Whoopsie. All right, bear with me 1 second here. All right, we figured out the recipe here. There we go. That's better. All right, let's play. Pawns up, pawns up. Let's play it nice and slow to begin. Threatening something here, be prophylactic here. Captures this way, they have the option to trade a pawn. Do we want to take? Let's maybe just defend the pawn to begin with. Guys, you know, it is May in Canada. That means it's fresh blueberry season. Fresh blueberries. Very, very underrated. One of the simple pleasures in life. Do they want a queen trade? Yes, it turns out they do. Okay. And at the end of that, I drop a pawn. Now, what do they have to attack me with? No checks here yet. Let's go in here. Try to get the bishop here. They're up a pawn, but if they take this trade, we will have the bishop here as a little compensation for the pawn. They do not want that. So let's then go here, attack the pawn, force this, or even this. Okay, that's how they decide to defend. Makes total sense to me. Now, what's the plan here? My position is kind of shattered. Should I trade down? Don't think so. Keep things complicated. What's a good position for you? I think here and here to try to do a nice double attack. Maybe it'll force this. We'll see. And now, obviously, next move. We have time for anything like that. First things first. Let's get the rook out, get you in for the attack, and that'll... Okay. All right, so they want to trade more. That is fine with me. Let's go here. We'll take that trade any day of the week with our current position being what it is. Okay. All right, so I mean, we end up somehow, some way getting an opposite side castle type position on the board. Let's go here. We have a queens off the board. Let's just try to cause some imbalances, see where we end up here. Double defense. We'll add a double attacker here. Not the best position for my bishop, but I mean, my goal here is to get the rest of my pieces activated. That's what's most important here. Let's go right here and here. They're trying to crash through on this side of the board anyway, so it doesn't make sense. My king has no home. This position may end up being very bad for me indeed. I think I'm going to end up having to go there anyway. They're setting up a nasty discovery. I'll have some blueberries as compensation for my pawn and my position. All right, let's see here. Triple defense. I think they're trying to get some piece activated now. What could they be trying to get activated? Maybe this guy? We'll finish our king protection here. King's not the worst off. I mean, this and this is probably expected at some point. What can we do here? What kind of threats do we have? We have an open F-file. I think we need to capitalize on this F-file, and these pawns need to start moving ASAP. That's fine. Create a target here. Up and up, maybe their idea, but we'll see. What makes sense? What makes sense in this position? How do we push for advantage here? Don't want to open this file. Want to keep this pawn structure intact. If this hits, what do I do to combat that? Do I have anything fancy? I wait for them to take and take. Maybe. They're going for it. So I'm going to keep this rook here, all things considered. And we're going to do our best to try and open things up. I'm thinking you and you, fix you here, and then push and take. So they don't have any option to push and lock down the position. This and this, so this and then this is what I'm thinking. So here, take, I will be fine. This pawn is attacked 3 times, defended twice, we'll defend it a 3rd time. Dark square, I'll show a little better for their light square bishop. Yeah, that is totally fine. We'll capture. They probably want to trade off here as well. They do. We'll take the file now. Still a triple defense here, double attack. We have an open file. I think we need to break open their king side a tiny bit, somehow, some way. This and this still seems like the best plan to do that. So they're trying to stop that in its tracks. Now I'm blocking their king from entering the position at least until I push more pawns. What else can we do here? My king is blocked off. This guy has a potential to move, and then they'll crack open my king side this way. Also an idea. Okay, very interesting. Now if I push this, either pawn takes and I can't take back. Another defender here as well. So this side of the board is pretty much locked off. I think let's go cheeky here, just try to hit the undefended piece. See where he goes. I'm thinking here or here. Makes the most sense. Okay, very good. We can go here to pin him. That's an idea. This square is covered. This we can give up the exchange, which makes 0 sense for us, or we can come in here to try to win this pawn, right? Does that make more sense, or do we just pin him? If we pin him, I like pinning right now. Let's do it. This pawn, it would force this, and then they just come closer towards crack it open my king side. I don't like that. I'm at a very, very small time advantage here. Didn't want to overthink that move. Didn't seem like the critical move to me in my small estimation. Okay. So are they trying to find other ways to activate? Maybe. Do I have any play here, right? Any counterplay here? Just drops a pawn. I don't have much moves I can really make here that that give me anything. You're on a dark square. Let's move the king back and forth here. I think this position may be a draw if I can hold it. Okay, they want to trade. Let's, it's either we trade or we end up dropping this pawn at this point. Let's do it, because it's only defended once now. Very good. The mate pressure is off, but we are down a pawn in this endgame. Let's keep it going. Keep the double defense here. But then I need some other piece to make a waiting move. It will be this piece. We could also go here and here. I like this idea. We have a couple of ideas here. These pawns need to be defended. They can't be attacked this way. This way is an option, but not yet. There goes our waiting move ideas. Can I get you here somehow? Here at least defends that. It's not looking the best here. You know what? We're actually going to move you here as a waiting move and maybe solidify the pawn structure this way. Tricky game. All of a sudden, time is equalized again. What's their play with this knight? Here and here seems like their best bet. But then we would capture and double pawns at least. Pawns are all on the wrong square for me to defend, but they're on a good square for this guy to stay active. Let's go here, think on their time. Take this square away from the knight, even though, yeah. Okay, now here we have ideas like trying our best to create a pass pawn. Don't know how I'll get there in the end, but let's open up the king side of the board a little. Don't like it, but also if they don't take, I have options to just completely close it down here. Okay, so they took the bait, quote unquote, wall against the king here. This is what I'm looking for this square to break open so I can move closer. Kind of prohibits him from moving because then this will be hit on a dark square. He could double back here, but why even let me in anywhere closer? This guy's doing a good job protecting here and here. You're doing a good job protecting here. Like, look at this nice wall that's being made. And the bishop also blocks here as well. This thrust, they could just create their own pass pawn. Okay, so does this mean anything here? If I come in here, they're coming back here to attack him. If I capture here, actually no, this is guy's covered by him. Where else could they end? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Looking to take back, take a pawn, create a pass pawn. Where could they end up here? I mean, I don't think they have any immediate way to attack either side here. You're covered, check here, but we capture right here, hitting him. This is covered. Now, and where do you move to? The next square up is going to be covered, so I can get him defended again. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Once he hits here, I can also defend him this way twice. Although at the moment I only need to defend him once. Once he hits here, don't see amazing ways for the bishop to keep him on lock. May end up with the bishop sacrifice here. I'm also up a minute now, so that's good. It's nice and dandy, if I dare say so myself. This calls for a blueberry bake. Okay, interesting. They're locking down this side of the board even more. Is this a trap? If I take here, they take back, and then they have ideas to create their own pass pawn. I think this is my best case scenario here to keep the king side locked down. This first, so here they have this check. But I can come here to, or just even get even closer into the position, potentially. Let's go, let's go. Looking at this, oh, that drops a piece, sorry. So there, we're fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm expecting captures here now. It's too far up the board, I think. Oh, they're trying to block this way? That doesn't make sense. Is this just blundering everything here now? How do you stop this guy now? Okay, interesting. I don't need to capture because I can just take, like, he's defended, right? How about we, okay, is there anything I'm missing here? Take here, no real checks, right? I think we're okay. I think we're okay to do this. No knight moves I'm missing here. That's fine, we'll take back. And we won. Interesting one there. That was a good game. I'm glad I won that one. Now, in terms of, let's do the, oh, whoops. I guess we're already in the next game. Well, now we'll analyze that one at the end, guys. New game. Let's go for it. Play symmetrical king's pawn opening. We'll head down the same line to begin with. Wow, this is like identical. Might be a good good test tube, Same position, two different branches. Let's see how it goes. Italian game, anti-fried liver defense. That'll be somewhere in the title of this video, I'm sure. Okay, so they're spending 20 minutes on this move. I don't think that you should do that at this skill level, or at any skill level, I'd say, right? Like we're 3 moves into an Italian game opening. I think the moves kind of play themselves here, right? So unless they got called to the dinner table, this is a bit longer than I would take on a position like this, right? But it's okay. If they do come back, then we'll be up a clean minute here, and my development will be a lot quicker. Let's see here. There's nothing popping up on the side saying that the game will auto abort or cancel due to inactivity. So I imagine they're thinking this through. Okay, there we go. So straightforward. It's the same line actually. So let's go for the same. Let's go for the same thing again. Let's see where we feel like we found an improvement here. That's good. Spend no time thinking. Put it right back to them, and we're up a minute, buying us time in the bank to think. When you're up time, always think I'm building up a reserve of thinking power, of brain power, or something like that. They could close it down, in which case that's really annoying. If I come here, I drop a pawn. If I come here, blocks your development, so I'd almost have to go back, which is very annoying. They elect not to do that. Let's go for the same line, looking for trades here. We're up a minute. And then we're going to drop a pawn at the end of this line again, right? So let's do it. It's fine, and this pawn will drop again. And this time they elected not to take the pawn. Now, how do we defend? I think this way is the most robust. This way just doubles pawns. Let's go for it. Expecting this, but the bishop can't come in with tempo. Let's put you here. I think. Thing is, I put you here, you get pinned as soon as this. Oh, like there's a chance of you dropping. But we have other moves. Like if you come in here, we also have this. That didn't come at all. Okay, let's. This pawn might get hit with this double attack, but I think we can. Oh, why am I trying to castle? Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's get some pieces active here. I like this, and this. Weakens up the light squares, but let's see where we end up. This is now nullified. Okay, fine, but we just drop you in here to start. To avoid any sort of pin ideas, and then here, and then you can come out, right? That's kind of the play here. Castle artificially. So the game has already taken a bit of a different turn, right? It was right here, not taking the free pawn. Instead, king safety over material. Let's see if that ends up being a better way to play this. You're defended. You're hit once, defended twice. You also this is not an option for you. I think we are clear to come in with our castling play. They are much more ready to attack than I am. Much more ready. I may want to start breaking things open soon here. We may want to do this before I even get you fully castled. Interesting, and that is very annoying. Eliminates any castling ideas for me here. Okay, they're coming through. This is fine. Let's start mobilizing some pieces, guys. We can't spend all night here. Expecting this to hit, which will crack open the king side. Or yeah, that's the king side. No, that's the queen side for me. Okay, we can take here. Ideas like occupying this diagonal come to mind. Also, just take. Also, we can also try and yeah, let's contest this guy. I like that idea. And also, we take this way to get out any pins. Great, take. Just do it. Go for it. Now, this is a must, I think. So our king is way out in the open. This position is a lot more dangerous than the last one. We have takes here. This hits. Piece is lost, right? Piece is lost now. That sucks. But we can actually do a kind of in-between move here, I think. But then this hits to defend. Or this might be better. But then either way, this just hits with check then, right? Otherwise, go here. This hits. This hits. Takes. We have ideas. Let's go. Let's complicate things. This comes first. We take, check, lose the exchange. Maybe they'll fall for it. I don't know. And to top it all off, I'm all out of blueberries for tonight. Grocery run is tomorrow. It's unfortunate. Blueberry blunder for me. Still have the time advantage, but things could just fall apart here very, very quickly. Is this a good move? Does this change anything? This can hit. I take this way, then they take this way, and then we need to give up the exchange back. If I take this way, they take this way, get out of trouble. Let's go. Let's keep things complicated. Keep things complicated. Also, what am I doing here? I can just move you out of the way now. God. But then, yeah, that was a stupid move because I think this might have been more robust. This is impossible for the time being. This hits, we take. This hits, we take. If this comes in now, we take, and then they take back with check. Then you fall. Yeah, this is not good. We're up 2 minutes at least, but we're traded down fairly. Okay, so what if we hit this now? Undefended piece, right? Then takes is once again not an option. Takes here, we take back the exchange. Let's go for this. Okay, so they're giving up the exchange. We'll take this. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We take here. There's no way for them to get in immediately with check. They are probably going to take this way. But let's do it. So we're down a piece. Okay, so rook for rook. We have a rook for two bishops. Yeah, that's it. A rook for two bishops. Now, think for a minute. You have time now. You've bought all this time. Now let's think. Back rank weaknesses. Keep him here to slot in. Doesn't work. I have him, but also this is going to hit. So I think I need to go for this. Contest the file. Let's do it. This could happen, but first this needs to, this pawn will fall. This pawn will fall. If they go for the exchange line, right? If they don't go for the exchange line, we'll push it to whatever square makes sense. Here or here. They elected not to go for it. Wow, okay. Now, this allows me to get this pawn out of immediate danger. You might be coming in for a check, and then, but this pawn won't fall. No real checks for you here yet. Let's pop you into a better square. Also, now I have something to defend and attack. Sorry, this guy up to defend and attack. They have this. Dark square. So then if I take this guy's discoveries are minimal. This is something I need to avoid or think about actually. I can't avoid it. Still up over a minute. I think I have enough counterplay here to keep the clock running. Moves don't play themselves here. This guy gets hit, he has a resource to come back here. This can dislodge him. If I could get rid of this guy, pass pawn plus pass pawn may be the difference maker. Or if he gets rid of this, then it's a difference maker for him. Okay, king is trying to get into the action. Now, which piece needs to be hit? So, what squares are covered by the bishops? Okay. This can come in, and if this hits, we go for this, right? Let's try this. Let's try it. We have to try. No skewers, not yet. Expecting this. This comes, we take discovery this way. Okay, defending that way. Cool. We still have ideas here, right? We have a double attack. And how do you get out of this double attack? My king's on a light square. How do you get out of this? Riddle me that, Batman. You have this check, which I'm covered on. You have this check, which results in me taking. How do you defend him? And also, it comes with check, the capture. Let's see. This wall against my king is pretty effective. And by pretty effective, I mean totally effective at getting my king into position. Here and here. Here is also cut off anyway. So just go here and sit there. It's not a good play. Okay, we're up 2 minutes now, essentially. Position is still complex enough to keep the clock running, get my opponent into more time trouble. Yes. Oh boy. Maybe I don't need those blueberries after all. What do you guys think? You liking this one? Okay. Takes is the obvious answer. You're covered. We're covered. Nothing here. There's nothing here. We take, they take back. We cannot come in with this because you're covering. But then it's 2 bishops against a rook. Huh. We can't defend this way. We can defend this way. Do we keep both rooks on the board, right? Here. I mean, no, let's go. Let's trade. Let's go for it. And once he's captured, he's going to be defending here. No way to hit you, really. We have this to attack you at the beginning, and then we can push you up and defend both you guys. It also allows us to come in here and hit that. So let's come here, hitting him. It's probably going to come here, at which point we can come in here to hit him, and then come in here to hit him, and then get behind him. Okay, that's honky-dory. So this file is basically cut off for my piece. We will come here, looking for this, and then this. They're down to 1:22, so time is really a factor for them. They can't keep spending 15 seconds per move. Okay, very nice. Let's go here and keep the pawn defended. They come in here. We can move here, I'd say. Or if they come in here, we have this. They'll grab the pawn, but we'll grab this pawn, right? If they come in here, we have this. Okay, so they elected not to come here, wherever here is. We have this to hit both of them. Let's do this to begin with. This is covered too. You're defended, and if we pop this guy up here, you will get captured. There's nothing much for us there. Let's bring the king. The king cannot enter this side of the board at all. Currently, their king can from the other side, but we're covered. Let's start pushing these pawns. Put it back on their time. Now keep thinking. Don't stop thinking just because it's not our time. This does not give us anything. We are now also cut off from that side of the board. Let's just play the king here in anticipation of maybe somehow getting the king to the other side of the board. Okay, very nice. We'll play king back initially, maybe king here next to not get any sort of repetitions in the position. Repetitions in the position. Interesting. Let's pop you in here. They might want even more waiting moves. I don't know. So yeah, now there's no way we're getting into the position here. Let's go here. Maybe here, and then back here to try to win you. Down to 25 seconds here. We'll keep trying to come up with an active plan. This and this does not work yet until we can't really make that work. Okay, so on the dark square, let's go here, not under immediate attack from a bishop. They're down to 15 seconds, so they got a blitz, 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 which they are not doing. This pawn will be lost now. Let's do our best to come into the position here. Great, they have a pass pawn. Opposite colors. Okay. Back. Or you know what? Here. Just want to keep checks on the table. This doesn't work. Okay. Right there. Pin a piece. And that's it. It's time. Wow. I definitely want to analyze this one. I think this one probably more complex. Let's head to the game report first. The what I'm thinking about here is that near the end, I feel like I had an advantage, but because I was really focused on, you know, playing the clock, using the clock as a weapon, I feel like I let go of any real advantage I had there. I think that's what happened. Let's bring the board up. Let's let the board tell us how badly or how well I played here. So we'll expand you up there, nice and nice. There we go. So we're here. We're into the analysis. So my opponent played 93% correct, and I played 73%, 93% accuracy on their part, 73% on mine, and they dominated the whole game. Wow, they dominated the whole game. How about we enter the analysis? So book moves. And let me look at the report. Things go really bad for me, right? I mean, they're already up 0.88, right? I take back, this is a blunder. In both games, I played a blunder here. Instead, that puts them up +3. Instead, is develop the bishop here. Don't even worry about gambit the pawn, they're saying. But even before that, in this position, I got to remember this. In the anti-fried liver defense, once this thrust hits, it's better to just take the pawn in the center. Just take. Okay. Anyway, they're up +3 here. Should develop the bishop, but even before that, just take the pawn in this position. And even is this still a book move? I just want to see the anti-fried liver defense is a book move, and white just has similar-ish advantage that they have at the beginning of the game, right? Just isn't a good line to go into. It looks like it's playing symmetrical. Sure, they have more of an advantage, and every move just kind of cements them in more. Yeah. Okay, I gotta look for a better plan there. Anyway, okay. We're here, and then they go for an inaccuracy, I have to say. Is that an inaccuracy, or is that a mistake? It's probably a mistake. If I scroll down here, there we go. That is an inaccuracy. So they go from being up 3.5 to just 2.5, take back with the king. That's a full-on mistake, as they should have taken the pawn. So that loses them 2 points, and I was surprised about that. So first game I didn't even notice I dropped a pawn. Second game I was surprised I didn't take. All right, so that gives me back the game a little bit, and then I play a stupid move here. I should have instead defended with the king, apparently. Okay, they play well, we play well, good. And once again, thinking I'm being clever here, but instead develop pieces. I'm just allowing them to bring everything into the attack. That's not good. They play well, I play well. Okay, maybe a slight improvement for them there. What did I lose them? I lost them a point. At this level, losing a point on a move. Hey, it happens. Once again, not developing. Yeah, look at this was just stupid, right? So just give them a free tempo to really box me out of the position there. Once again, I think I'm doing good things here by opening up the position. It is not good. I blundered my way into that move. What's next here? Next, captures here, another blunder instead of this knight. I took all game to develop this knight. Captures. This was the killer here, eh? This was the killer. So once the rook takes, I instead need to bring that bishop back, but I bring the king forward. I need to trade off horsepower here. Okay. I didn't even notice that move, because all along I'm thinking here, takes, and then I'm pinned, but apparently that would give me something. Okay. Once again, don't take the one move they say. That's a hard move to find. But anyway, blunder. So that's a blunder, and I blunder right back, because instead of that, should have been, yeah, like I said, missed that. So I'm glad I caught that immediately after, at least. Once again, they blunder. I need to move the bishop back. Had the chance, didn't do it. They capture, and at the end of this, yeah, they're up a whole 4.5. And then I think the game just goes more and more in their favor as we go here, right? They're, yeah, 5.3. Yeah, there's nowhere in this where I was winning. This was just a win on time, using the clock as a weapon. That's all this was. Nothing else about it. Yeah. By the end of the position, they're up 6.4, but they just took too long there. Hey, listen, lesson for them, lesson for me, and lesson for you guys. Hope you enjoyed today's session. As always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to your friends and family, and be kind to your haters because they need it the most. If you like this video, consider giving me a follow if you haven't already. Like it too, that'd be very nice. I post almost daily to TikTok. I'll catch you again when the stars align. Take care, peace.